Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at the best of why men give up on dating. But it's an hour-long special, so let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video. Swift concert.
I think any man that's their number one requirement for a woman is for a woman to be his piece. You just know you're dealing with a true menace to the dating pool, because what the do you mean you need me to be your piece? If you gotta ask for peace, you're a piece. Honestly.
Of course we all want peace, that's a given, but when you've got this girl going off on some stuff she can't even explain, like, come on, what's her deal?
And that's how you do it, ladies. You go to dinner with a guy, you have a great time, towards the end you start to act crazy, tell them all the medication you're on, and then you get a free dinner, and they'll never talk to you ever again. Follow me for more life tips.
Something is wrong with you!
It's really a sad world we live in, and this girl just isn't making that any better.
Excuse me, like, why are we here?
What?
Why are we at Chick-fil-A?
What do you mean?
Like, do I look like a Chick-fil-A girl to you? Like, why are we at Chick-fil-A? Damn.
You want me to be completely honest with you?
What do you mean be honest? Like, it's fast food. Like, I'm
it's
not
not just
eating
fast
this shit.
food, it's Chick-fil-A. It's like peak fast food. Come on now.
Okay, but it's our first date, so
It's
like,
not
why?
a date. I was going to go get food, and I asked if you wanted to come with.
Y'all, this
And this is where I happen to be
You know,
going.
this mother broke.
So
Like,
now I'm broke.
He's broke.
Now I'm broke. Okay, I make more money
Yeah,
than your
you're
stepfather.
broke.
So like now,
You're broke. Be a real
your stepfather
man.
that pays for everything.
Okay, be a real man and
You're
take it to
trying tell
another
me to be a
place.
real man.
If she's gonna complain like that in his expensive BMW, she can simply walk herself home.
A man woke you up at 3 a.m. and asked you, can you cook him a meal? What meal are you cooking for?
I'm not doing it.
Nothing.
I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. I'm so sorry. Or peanut butter jelly. I'm going back to sleep. And not a damn thing. I'm not cooking a damn thing. They getting a sandwich. It's 3 a.m. Look like Martha Stewart. No. Hell no. A dream.
We gonna get a nice turkey and cheese sandwich with some chips and a juice.
I'm making her. He better get up and make his own self. Like what? Going to sleep.
Probably a turkey and cheese sandwich.
If she ain't cooking for me at 3 a.m., I don't want it.
What do you think the issue is with modern dating?
Men like to get their pee-pees wet, and girls honestly don't care about anything but money.
Would you say that you're one of those girls?
Absolutely. And get money. Don't date men. It's really just not worth it. Just live your life. Oh, when you're like 30, that's like acceptable. But in your 20s, you're gonna date them for like a year, 2, 3, 4. Just get money.
All right.
Hi. I'm going on this side. We'll do one on each side.
Nice, she just exposed all the women in the world right there.
Now, respectful cheating, I could deal with that.
You can?
I might, yeah, because see, look, if I'm here in Georgia and you went to San Francisco for the week, I'm saying any city. I'm saying if he went to New York for the weekend,
Okay, go ahead.
What you don't know
Won't hurt you.
it won't hurt you. However, if you're going to cheat, you need to do it with respect. Now you do need. I don't like people who are not respectful. So these are the ones that aren't respectful. They're talking to the side piece and lying to them. First of all, you already lied to whoever this is on the side. So if you're gonna be respectful, you tell that person, you give me 50 feet on my woman. Right? Don't ever approach me when you see me with my woman.
So that's the rule.
Number one, you can never approach. I couldn't imagine somebody approaching me. It would just be like, what?
I definitely don't agree with this. There is no such thing as respectful cheating. You're either in a relationship or not. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below.
What's your best piece of dating advice? After the age of 25, stop dating for love. Okay? So what are we dating for? Money.
And that is exactly why women are finding it more and more difficult to find love these days.
How do you feel about older men?
It depends on the vibes. How much do they have, money-wise?
They got like a lot of money. Like they're gonna spoil you.
1000%, yes.
Are you a girl for the money?
Depends on the vibe, but yeah.
If a younger girl is with an older man, 99% of the time, it's all for the money.
You're probably the 30-year-old in your mum's basement, and I'm the one with a list.
Huh?
Here's my list. Congrats. I love this list.
I beg your pardon?
It's literally called guys I've slept with. And it has their first name and the first letter of their last name, and when it happened, and if it was good or not.
She belongs to the streets.
Sis just pulled out a full-on application to the streets. Gotta expose them all. This is just sad to see. The date didn't even have the guts to tell him she wasn't coming.
I got 10 on him.
Oh yeah. Go get your phone, that mother. You ain't hit that mother hard enough. Sleep him. Go get your phone. Sleep that mother. Boy, what's wrong with you? Oh, he was serious. Hey, look. In here. You goddamn. Oh, beat your goddamn. Hey, come on, no, sorry, man. No! Hit him! Hit him! Don't beat that boy! Why is she in the boys' Why is she in the boys' bathroom? She gives him
Imagine catching your girlfriend cheating in the bathroom stall at a club. That's the lowest of lows.
When I do choose to go on a date, I want you to feed me. I don't want to just go for drinks. And I feel like a lot of people will say like a coffee date or like, let's just go for drinks and like see if we vibe and then let's do dinner the next time. I see that as like, you're cheap. No. Let's go to dinner. Let me see the way you order. Let's see your mannerisms. Let's see the vibes. You're going to order 1 dessert or 2 desserts. Let's see how generous you are. And I don't know, like I feel like already when you're going on a date, you're taking a risk. So like if you're not willing to like take the risk and feed me and you're only like down to take me for drinks, I find that weird. Like I'm not into that.
Hate to break it to you, but it's not all about what you want, ma'am.
Fine, then I'm leaving.
All right, leave. I don't care. You want to leave, you're going to leave. I'm going to go do my own.
You were supposed to come after me. Well, you don't love me anymore?
You're crazy.
At this point, you might as well argue with a brick wall, because women these days cannot admit to anything.
Dating. I'm dating. I'm getting to know. No, I'm not. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm getting to know men, and I'm getting to know what I like and what I don't like. So
you ever use a dude for some food? Yes or no? And be honest.
Yeah.
All right then. So you're using men.
But I don't need to go out to dinner.
Yeah, the ones you date, the ones you pick, don't even have to take your to dinner. They can pull up in some basketball shorts and some flip flops and wear it out. You're using the men that you don't like. If you do not like them, do not go out to eat with them. If she won't you without you spending money, don't with her. Ain't no man should be used for no food.
She tries to deny the fact she's using men and then admits to it on the spot.
Do you cook and clean?
Oh, no. Not at all.
You never cook and clean?
Never.
What do you do in a relationship?
Nothing.
I don't think love is enough, sweetie. You actually have to try to bring something more to the table.
How many guys you knocking down on spring break? Because it seems like you're just going wild.
She's going pretty crazy.
How many guys you knocked down?
How's she? We lost out after like 12.
12 guys on spring break.
Yeah.
How many more guys you knocking down?
On a regular weekend, I'd probably say 3.
3 guys a weekend?
Someone give this girl a test, because there's gonna be a ton of diseases popping up after this trip.
My date showed up with her best friend. They ordered the most expensive food and drinks. I said I had to use the bathroom. I hope Daddy's credit card works.
When we sat down, they started ordering drinks and appetizers and complimented me the whole time. At this point, I knew this was a scam and I left. And people are saying that I didn't have a right to leave because those women probably earn triple my wage and I can't face the embarrassment of not being able to afford cheap drinks.
So the woman brought an uninvited friend. They both ordered the most expensive food and drinks with the expectation that the man was going to pay for it all, and he is still at fault somehow. This is why men are giving up on dating.
What the hell is even that?
Taking a woman swimming on a first date is a surefire way to uncover what's lying behind the makeup.
What do you think the issue is with men nowadays?
Men are heads.
The one thing I have is every man I've ever been with has cheated on me. Every man has been a selfish piece of shit. And
yeah, I have an issue with men when they breathe, talk, blink, eat, and that's all.
Yeah.
When these girls wake up, they won't remember a thing they said on this interview.
What's your best pickup line?
Do you really want to know? This is how I'm at you.
Okay. That's bold.
Honesty first.
Honesty first.
That's not a pickup line, lady. That could be considered essay, so you better start doing some research on how you should talk to people.
My #1 tip for any woman dating right now.
Anyone want to wager a guess what this advice is going to be about? Somehow guessing by the caption that it's going to be about money.
Is to make him pay for everything.
Ooh, it's fun to be right. Now let's see why they think the guy should pay for everything.
If he doesn't pay for you, he will not feel as invested in you because he's put literally actual no investment in you.
So dating is a form of investment now. There's something to be said for transactional relationships, isn't there?
So make him pay for everything. Good luck.
Well, that's all well and good. But what exactly is the guy getting in return for this investment? As apparently that's what relationships are now. A guy being fully invested by paying for everything. But yet, what's the return on that investment? Because, after all, just because he pays for everything, that's no guarantee that the woman is even going to stay in the relationship or even remain remotely interested, and could in fact be entertaining other men as well that are also paying for everything. So what exactly is the benefit that the guy is getting out of all of this, I wonder?
I really hope all of her future dates see this video, because what this girl is doing is so out of line.
How many guys have you been with?
Well, I used to be a girl. I used to do gay parties and I would get like 50 dudes a night. So I've probably been like 500 dudes.
Huh? What? She belongs to the streets.
With a body count like that, she could feed an entire village. Look, she's mad because she isn't getting drinks anymore. Men are no longer bothering coming up to them, period. And that isn't just in New York City. Ladies, you've done this, and for every action, there is gonna be a reaction. And it's only going to continue going this way, and it'll take more work from the women to secure themselves a good man.
What's your ECU college confession?
I 2 guys in one night. I did the Mr. Celio girl to Sarah. We are roommates and also spit sisters.
Seems like one of these requirements for this school is to be born in the streets.
What's your name, liar?
Serena.
What's your name?
Paige.
I have my liar right here, and I have my new favorite pair of tits here.
So nice.
I'm a simple man.
Hypothetically, if you wanted to, how many guys do you think you could sleep with in one day?
20.
Oh, damn.
20?
For sure.
Really?
I
They're all nut bags.
honestly think like any guy, if you go up to them and you're like, I would you right now, they'd be like, yeah. No guy is gonna like turn it down.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
So,
realistically.
Really?
I mean, I don't think I'm like ugly. So
Would you be down to test it? Just to see if he would say yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, he needs someone single. Come here. Ask him. I literally am.
That's his. I'm not asking these men.
She said that she can walk up to any guy and be like, hey, do you want to hook up? They say yes. I'll say it. No?
That's my dog.
That's my dog.
You knew that as soon as she said 20 people in one night, he was gonna come back with a savage roast.
If you could give a single girl some dating advice, what would you say to her?
How old?
Let's say she's like 21.
Oh, 21. Just bang them all. Bang them all, because men are so immature that you're not gonna lock anyone down. Don't even start thinking yet about the husband stuff. But I will say, bang dudes quietly. Don't tell everybody. Shut the f- about it. Just go do your business. Bang girls, bang guys, bang dogs, trans, whatever you want. But keep an eye out for the good ones in your college.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, keep the solid dudes in your back pocket. Like, befriend them, but don't them or date them or nothing until you're kind of like older and you're ready to like settle down with a boy.
Yeah.
And then call that guy up, like that one you had your eyes on. And then be like, what's up, dude?
Okay, are we gonna just ignore the fact that she said bang dogs? This is terrible advice to give someone young.
So if I am a hot 25-year-old woman and this 40-year-old man wants me to have his kids, don't you think that he should be providing for us?
Does that mean taking you to the Bahamas and giving you $10,000, or?
I never said give $10,000.
Is that $10,000 a month for you to go zip lining and hang gliding? That's providing for you and the kids?
No, it's at that dinosaur age. You should be doing more than if I'm gonna go have kids with somebody my age. That's just my take.
Do you think that a man who is in his 40s, who by your own admission is going to have more resources than a man at 25, don't you think he'd be better to provide for your children?
No, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Well, then he is doing more.
No, I'm just asking.
He's just not doing more for you. He's doing more for the offspring, just not for you.
So,
you know, you don't get the pearls, you don't get the big diamond. The kids get the better school, the kids get the better education, kids get the better life.
It sounds like a sad life. I will just wait.
It sounds like a sad life?
My man said it plain and simple, and we all knew it. She doesn't care about her kids, she just wants that money for herself.
Show me your tax returns, show me your bank statements, show me your face, show me your profile, your side profile, show me your body, top to bottom, do a 360. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Those are the requirements for you to come for me, okay? You think I'm joking, it's the actual truth.
Legend has it that this lady is still trying to find a man to do this for her 10 years later.
Is unconditional love real, or are people only as faithful as their options?
Faithful as their options.
I feel like social media has ruined a lot. It's all about image now, it seems like. It's not about true love anymore. It's about what you look like or your status. It's not real love anymore. That's what I feel like, because my grandparents, they've been together for 50-something years. I feel like love like that doesn't exist anymore because of just the way society and culture has just portrayed everything.
I used to believe in that unconditional love stuff, but nah, not anymore. There's always a condition.
Wow, this guy's spitting straight facts. Our society is completely blind to unconditional love nowadays.
Yeah, bro, you looking fly today, bro?
Appreciate it.
What's this for? Just enough for the boys or for the girls?
I'm with the boys right now. With the boys, yeah.
Do you have a girl?
Nah, I'm single, man. I'm single.
Can I ask why you're single?
You know, I just haven't found the right one. Simple as that, you know?
Are you a hoe?
Nah. I used to be, though, but not anymore.
Are you looking for a partner now?
For sure, yeah. I mean, who isn't, right?
That is true. Do you want to go tonight?
Not here. Not
even that baddie right there? That blonde one?
Nah.
Not even me?
Nah, bro, nah. Not here, bro. You can't meet your wife at a bar.
Bro is very intelligent. Might be single, but he's looking for true love.
I think the reason why I have so much, like when people are like, no way 5,000, I'm like, for sure, because when I used to go to festivals, I'd be like, if you can find me, I'll give you a free
She belongs to the streets.
So I literally, like at festivals, I think in one night I have like 50 or 60 jobs.
Huh?
And like they're a 3-day event.
Completion?
For sure, yeah.
No way.
I know.
This is one way to spread disease. Like, seriously, 50 at one festival? I doubt she cleans her mouth between rounds. That's just nasty.
One of the influencers who's got 500 million followers on social media just got engaged, and this is her ring. What do you think? Here's the truth. An engagement ring must hurt a man financially to prove that he has long-term intention. Just like everything in life, financial investment equals to mental commitment. It's like comparing the bag that you spend $20 on and the one that you spend $2,000 on. Do you care if the $20 bag gets scratched, get wet? No, you don't. But do you care your Chanel bag get dirty, and would you replace it so easily? No, you won't, because you've made a substantial financial investment in it. The more you invest in something, the more likely you're going to cherish it and fix it when it's broken, not replace it. Marriage is the same. An engagement ring should be a substantial financial investment from the man's side up front to prove his long-term intention to a woman.
Okay, a man invests in a ring, but what does a woman invest in? What is her financial investment before marriage? That's just a precursor to the pain he's gonna feel in a week when she's pregnant.
Where are the men? What happened?
That is a really good question.
I don't know who's to blame.
I could think of a couple possible answers in regards to who's to blame, as I'm sure we all could.
Men don't want to be men anymore.
It's not that they don't want to be men anymore. It's that they've been told over and over again by society and various other groups of people that they're full of toxic masculinity, and the traditional ways in which many men behave is no longer wanted by a large number of people.
I feel like we're around a bunch of Peter Pan. What happened to men and values and family?
What motivation do men really have to act like men when all they get in return is condemnation, criticism, and disparagement?
Taking care of their women and just being the man and the protector.
Let's not forget the large number of women out there that are constantly saying,
I don't need a man. I don't need a man for nothing.
So yeah, that's what's happened to men.
Us men are out here living our single lives happy as ever. No time for the games.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. These men that want to take you out to coffee for a first date, they don't like you.
Oh, here we are on this subject again. Another individual taking their own unfortunate personal experiences and allowing it to dictate how they see the motives of all men. Because saying that a guy that actually wants to take a girl out to coffee on a date doesn't like them is rather contradictory in terms. Why would he ask her out on a date in the first place if he didn't actually like her? The logic isn't working here.
They just want to see if you'll be there so they can come back and pick you up and play with you whenever they want.
A first date is basically just an interview to see if two people are compatible. Why throw a lot of money around just for that? That doesn't make any sense.
All the men in the comments are going to be like, that's not true.
Oh, why listen to the men? It's almost as if they would actually know why they're doing what they're doing. But I digress.
This is what men who want to go on coffee dates do. They want to be your pen pal. They want to reach out to you when they're feeling like they need some type of emotional connection and they need to remind themselves that they're still alive, but they don't actually want to take you seriously. They don't want to take you anywhere.
Something to consider. If one individual keeps encountering the same problem over and over again with different people, maybe the problem isn't the people. Maybe it's the common denominator.
Alright, good luck with finding a date then. Selfishness at its finest.
What would you say is like a minimum height requirement?
6'1". When I'm in heels, I'm like almost 6 feet, so.
I mean, my husband's 6'5", so 6'8".
Your minimum is 6'8"? Well, your husband's 6'5".
Gotta grow a little bit.
Minimum salary?
70K. Minimum.
Yeah, I would say the same.
Why 70?
It's more than what I make. You have to make more than what I make.
Minimum size?
I plead the fifth.
Size matters to me.
And what's the minimum?
We'll say 12.
12? Hold up, we're talking like centimeters or?
Inches.
Inches?
Yeah.
What do you think of that, 12?
It sounds like it hurts.
Yeah, 12 inches might be a bit more than you can take, just saying.
You know, this morning he really pissed me off. You know what he did? What? He opened the door for another girl.
She was in a wheelchair.
Bro was doing a favor for someone in need, yet she still complains. This is just out of control.
So I have zero shame in telling a man that after 3 months, you are paying my bills. And if you're not, bye-bye.
Oh, I can hear the hearts just breaking from here.
There are 7 billion people in the world. If you can't do it, somebody else will. So I have no shame. I'm kind of sort of trying to find somebody to bring me food every once in a while. Like, talking to a guy and I said, yeah, after 3 months you pay my bills. And he said, no.
That's not surprising at all, because it sounds like that man actually has some self-respect.
Like, a guy knows, like, oh, if I really like her and she's not crazy, yeah, I would pay her bills. Maybe I threw it out there too soon.
Maybe you just shouldn't have thrown it out there at all.
Men don't understand the investment and the benefit and how we're trying to make sure that we're not getting played. I can't help you, men. Don't talk to us. You're not the one. We're not talking to brokies.
Fortunately, not all women think like this, but unfortunately, it is the ones that do that tend to speak the loudest, and are the main reason that a lot of men are choosing to remain happily single.
She'll ask all these things from a man, but what does she bring to the table? This guy is showing every ounce of loyalty and respect, yet she still wants to leave. What a cruel world we live in.
Oh, during the pandemic, a friend of mine got laid off from his job, and while everybody else was waiting for stimulus checks, he and his brother started promoting parties at the club. They have an Afro-Caribbean night that really jumped off, and when things turned around after the pandemic, it was so successful that he never actually went back to work. So recently, he and his wife have started arguing about him getting a regular job, and he told his wife he doesn't understand what the big deal is. He made about $63,000 on his regular job. Now he makes about $57,000, but they save money on child care. There's no commuting expense. He doesn't buy lunches every day. He's cooking more at home so they don't have to eat out after everybody gets off work and gets home. And he says it's a better quality of life. And his wife told him it's really not about the money. They can manage the financial deficit. It just really does something to her spirit when she comes home from a hard day of work and see her man laying on the couch. What's your thoughts?
And even when the man is successful, the women get upset because they always want some validation.
Y'all, I think modern women ruin dating, and here's why. Let's get into it. Hookup culture. Women giving their bodies away to men that have not committed to them on any level. They've made relationships transactional, not being realistic. Now the majority of women want the minority of men, using tactics of shame and emasculating men to manipulate them in doing what they want them to do. Some men now are choosing to go their own way, not even trying to date in this modern dating culture. Ain't that a shame? A lot of good men not dating because they don't see value in this modern dating culture.
Finding your soulmate used to be magical and fulfilling. Now it's stressful and heartbreaking to the point that people don't even find value in having a connection with someone. Isn't that just sad?
Which would you rather have? Hottest guy in the world, great personality, or a big crypto wallet?
A big crypto wallet. Obviously, I want money.
Would you rather end global warming or a big crypto wallet?
A big crypto wallet.
Damn, what a... I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
This girl wants money over absolutely everything. She is a gold digger to her core.
What's your body count?
I would say that my body count would probably be maybe like 30s.
It's higher than 100.
More than 100.
Can I get a dab
it's
for that?
Probably higher than 200 as well.
Yeah!
Give her a dab.
Yes.
I'm not ashamed, to be honest.
Sick.
Like, I think there's a whole culture surrounding, like, you know, like women having, men having hookup culture.
Repeat yours again. You said it's...
I stopped counting at 254.
I thought the first girls had an insane body count, but the last one was off the rails.
What's your body count?
Probably like 56.
Really?
Yeah?
Damn, girl.
Is that bad?
I mean, do you think it's bad?
I've heard of worse.
I mean, 56? What? Okay, out of those 56, what has been done to you?
Bad everything.
Why?
You gotta be specific.
Everything, like they done mouth, nose, ears, toes, foot.
I mean, yeah.
You already up there is the right response. In fact, I don't think I even know 56 people myself. I don't understand how it's possible to be both. If you're truly in love, detaching should be very hard.
I saw a video the other day. A girl's like, men are afraid to come up to us. They're not afraid to come up to you. I mean, maybe some feel a little insecure, but by and large, they're just like, I don't need this aggravation today. I don't need some diva aggravation today because more often than not, what do? Nasty, like a little attitude, puckered lips. You know the puckered lip. They're tired. They're tired. They're tired of getting made fun of. They're tired of being, abused. They're tired of getting, I'm a meme now. Because why? Because I looked your way for 2 seconds in the gym?
Yeah, you can't complain about men annoying you, but at the same time secretly want it to make you feel good. I bet all of them became best friends after how ridiculous this was.
Like, describe your ideal first date.
My ideal first date?
I'm saying.
I want to go on a yacht.
Who? I'm saying first date.
Yeah, a yacht. Yeah, like you gotta take me on a yacht, and we have a private dinner with a chef, and I want a Birkin bag sitting at the table for me with a thousand roses, a bouquet of 1,000 roses with $100 bills each on every rose.
On every rose.
On every rose. And then I want a booked trip out to Cancun. Fully booked.
Fully booked?
Yeah.
She has quite the imagination. She should write children's books.
In China, I believe, super rich guy marries Shadi, right? Shadi got mad plastic surgery.
The kid came out.
They have children. hideous children, and he's like, hey, yo, how could they be this hideous? And he looks into it, he hires like a private investigator on his wife, finds out she had so much work done that she was like a different person. She didn't disclose that to him, and he sued her. Who do you believe is in the right?
In that case, if he asked her, I don't know. Just because someone lied to you, you can't sue.
He won.
It was like false advertisement kind of deal. It was like
Yeah,
she
you're a billionaire,
like the same
bro.
as
You marry a
he
supermodel.
manipulated her.
Yeah.
Women are really out here sacrificing everything for their looks.
Finally! Someone who knows how to have a little fun.
Why would anyone date as a joke? It just goes to show how unserious women take relationships nowadays.
What's the nicest thing a guy has done for you, but it turned you off?
I don't like when guys be like, good morning, my beautiful queen. That's just cringy. Like,
what about something nice that a guy has said to you that turns you off?
if we just started talking, you just like already, yeah, my chocolate, like, oh.
It's chocolate.
Good
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Y'all like, who says that?
Right. What about yourself?
I had somebody cash at me
How
money
much?
on my birthday.
How much?
How much was it?
It was $50, but I just felt like it was not very thoughtful.
Okay.
You know.
Dudes, don't be cash apping girls' bread, bro.
Yeah.
Simpish. Now, the next question is, what's the most toxic thing a guy has done that turned you on?
Like, cursing me out. Like,
Ooh,
stop playing with me. Like, just mad yelling. Like, what you yelling for? Like, calm down.
Like aggressive, maybe?
Yeah, like you mad aggressive, but
Okay. So you know it's toxic, but it turned you on a little bit. Like, yeah, daddy, take control. What about you, Harlem?
this one dude I was talking to at one point, he would call me. He'd be like, "Yo, where you at? Like, who's around you? Yo, show me who's in the room." Like, that was super toxic, but it was like kind of a turn on because like, oh, you
He give a
actually
fuck.
care.
This exercise pretty much just shows that what women like and what women get aroused by are two different things.
Women always say they want nice guys, but somehow they end up liking the toxic dudes. Make up your mind already and take responsibility for your actions.
I ain't trying to put my all on the line in a world where anybody can DM your girl. You arguing with your lady and y'all ain't speaking for 3-4 days. She done caught 90 DMs and she opened them. Usually 90 can't really send my girl a text message before Instagram and all that. Couldn't just contact my lady. I don't even think my lady should be even accessible to the world. Like, you know, if you wanted to DM Beyonce, you can't DM Beyonce right now. You know that? Yeah, you just can't. Probably not even. There's other celebrities that you can DM, but it's some girls that they turn that off. You can't even. They ain't even looking for your energy because they got a man in the house.
Social media can be seriously toxic, and its negative vibes spill out into everything, especially the dating scene. It's like everywhere you turn, you can see the damage it does. She breaks his screen, says sorry, and then turns around to call his car old junk.
You or someone you know has gone on a date with a man you had no intention of having. Has that ever happened? Raise your hand. All of you ladies know, or you yourself, or you know someone who went on a date with a man you would have no intention of having sex. You know any guy who goes on a date and spends money with a woman he is not interested in having sex. You ever heard of that? No, it does not happen.
Unless it's his sister
If-
or mom.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done this on multiple times where if
Best way to make a relationship flourish. It's when the women make it a game. That's when things get complicated.
Women post these pictures like she's a bad bee, but she has a good heart. Women do not post things about their character. They're just trying to look as possible, and they don't understand you get attention, but you're not getting relationship intention. These men they don't care about you because your character doesn't speak. They only see your body parts. Why does a man even have to tell you to change your Instagram? Your Instagram, you should be presenting as a wife. A lot of men will, God, where is my husband? Girl, he's out there, but you look like you having to put your body in dress. You are insecure.
Exactly.
Who you are as a woman, you've got to put it in the street because you have no intrinsic value. You don't know how to speak to men. You don't know what they value. Y'all don't know men. When they're looking for a wife versus a bust down, many women don't understand, well, I'm just cute. I'm at dinner. And your quote is about some bull. Like,
Live
you
life,
can't see,
love.
the air up here is clearer because I'm done with the dust and brokey. Like, ma'am, like, your box is dust and brokey.
Everything is on point. Girls today think that it's enough to look beautiful and attractive. Well, it's not. Having a developed personality seals the deal. Work on it more, girls.
Who is more easily bored in relationships, men or women?
Women.
If women are more easily bored, why are they more likely to want marriage and commitment?
Status.
If women are strong and independent and don't need no man, why does the pressure of marriage and commitment typically come from women?
They're liars.
Here's an honest woman for a change. Sorry, bro. Looks like your girlfriend is malfunctioning. Might be time for a replacement. If she really chose him for love, maybe she'd be helping out instead of bragging on social media.
If a man gives you a compliment and a woman gives you a compliment, does it have different meaning to you if it's the exact same compliment?
Yes. If a woman gives it to me, then it means way more. If a man gives it to me,
I'm like, a compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment from a woman
means a lot.
Now that's something.
So what advice would you give to a man who maybe wants to come up and say something nice without being perceived as creepy?
Approach a woman nicely, say, I just want to let you know you're beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, instead of just like, maybe you could,
Or
if she's into
don't-
it, if she's into it, stand there, wait a second. But if you could tell she's like, then walk away.
Also, go into it like not thinking that you're gonna
Get something out of it.
Yeah, get her right away.
Yeah.
Do women often find attractive men cute and romantic when an ugly one doing the exact same thing is creepy?
Honestly, yes. It's probably rude, but yes.
So then isn't it entirely subjective?
Yes.
So then if so, why should a guy even bother trying to be romantic unless the woman already shows interest?
Well, I think it depends on the girl also. Like it depends on who you are.
I mean, if an ugly man came up to me and was like, you're beautiful, I'd be like, thank you so
Well, aren't
much.
you also saying that it depends on the guy?
Yeah, it depends on
It does.
But
I'm gonna be
like
honest.
she said, like if an ugly guy comes up to me and is like, "Oh, like you look very beautiful," then
Someone that she thinks ugly, but let's say I don't think they're ugly, that's the difference. So like
Yeah.
attractive
Everyone
is a
has-
scale.
Yeah,
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
In translation, if they like the guy, they're all smiles when he approaches. But if not, they're calling him creepy. Maybe it's time they start making their own moves with guys.
Why are there women who say they go to clubs only to dance and not be approached by men?
I mean, for a lot of the times we do. Like, we want to have a good time and go out. Like, I'm taken, and I still love to go shake my at a bar with my friends, so.
I love going to dance with my girls.
Right, but what I'm saying is if women didn't like being approached by men, why wouldn't they just go to gay clubs?
I don't really find that would be that much fun.
So what makes it fun because they're straight men?
Nothing about the straight men is fun. I just think if you go to a gay club, then obviously first of all, I don't think it's respectful to the people that are gay because they're obviously going to the gay club looking to find a relationship, and you are a straight female looking to just have a good time with your friends, and I don't think it's respectful to them to go to
Can
the
I just
club.
ask you one more follow-up question
Yeah.
about that? Why is it that gay people go to gay clubs to find a relationship, but straight women go to straight clubs not to find a relationship, but just to have fun by themselves with their girlfriends?
I think it also just comes down to whether you're in a relationship or not.
The easy solution is just to go to a gay club where no man will bother you. Otherwise, it seems like you're asking for men to hit on you.
I did a 15 guy.
How did that
and
come
I got
about?
15 loads of face.
You weren't in-
I loved it. I was like, make me a glazed donut.
Some people are just born ready for the streets, and she's one of those people.
What's your name?
Alicia.
He's a 10, but he wants to split the bill on the first date. What's his new rating?
7.
Why a 7?
Because I feel like he thinks I'm independent enough to pay the other half, but also if he asks me out on that date, I feel like he should take the bill. That's just me, I think. Yeah.
And then if you guys build a better relationship?
Then he could take the bill every time.
Oh, hell no! Her logic makes absolutely no sense. She's basically saying men have to pay every time no matter what. Why not just order what you want and order what he wants instead of tasting both and leaving him with the bad one?
You say you have W Riz.
Yeah, I totally do.
Dude, you can get a guy's number right now.
I'll get a guy's number. Hey, Kentucky, right? I like your chain. Where are you going tonight?
You with my girlfriend?
Your girlfriend.
All right, on to the next, you know?
Hey, didn't I give you your number?
No, you won't do that.
Why not?
Because that's not
Hey, where are you going tonight?
Uh-oh.
You don't even know. Can I get your number?
Sure. You want my number?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
No last name? I mean, come on. What's that about?
What would you rate that interaction on a scale of 1 to 10?
Third interaction, I would never ever go up to that man, ever ask him for it, never ever again.
Did you get the number though?
I did.
That's all that matters.
I'm going to delete this number from my phone.
She was way too confident in herself, and well, look what happened.
Women think that their preferences are somehow more moral and righteous than a man's preference. So for example, women think it's perfectly fine to have a standard for height. It's okay to like not want to date a short guy and have a minimum standard for height and judge guys on their height. We're women, that's our preference. We're programmed to like height. But the second a man says, oh, I want a fat chick, oh, well, you're being superficial. It's not okay to have a standard on weight.
I agree.
But women can't, but I mean, many women generally.
Just giving an example.
Yeah, this is just an example, right? So it's the same thing. Why should we not be allowed to have our standard for variety, our preference for variety? Why is that? Oh, you just like bash that, but the women are allowed to have preferences for resources, for example. We don't give a resources.
And I argue your women's standards are harder to achieve than a man's standards.
All I can say is this: you can lose weight, but you can't gain height. End of argument.
If y'all think it's easy to hit on women, y'all are gonna roleplay as men and act like you're hitting on a woman.
I'm gonna act like a girl. You can let them pick the scenario, right? Who wants to go first? Who's the most you're confident? She's like, oh, I got this.
Damn,
So,
Shawty, look at that. Do a little spin.
I'm sorry, but like, I don't know you. I feel uncomfortable.
This is how men are.
This is how men are?
This is exactly how it is.
The cringe levels are at an all-time high right now. This is just so weird.
Yeah. Sad. We should cheers to that. Cheers.
You made it.
This is an absolute W for the man. All he's got to do is respond with K and never see her again.
And the thing that sucks for all my young in here is that you'll be like 18 years old and a chick will expect you to be a millionaire. Like that's garbage, bro. Like if I was in a dating pool, it's bad for me. So I know it's bad for you because even like super young chicks be wanting you to already have a crazy bag. I'm like, damn, so I gotta be 18 and Hellcat. So I gotta be driving a $70,000 to $90,000 vehicle at 18. I gotta have my own at 18. I gotta have my own apartment at 18, and I gotta be making 6 figures a year at 18. Or you want it's 26? That's why you young be stressed out, bro. That's why you super young be stressed out, because social media really cooked your generation of chicks.
Social media has turned dating from true love to a game. These women don't care about anything more than status.
Do not pay. Going on a first date and even offering, don't even offer. Like, don't. When the bill comes, you just look like that. Yeah. You're not like, I'll get this, or should we split it? And they'll be like, oh my God, how much is it? How much is it? Is it expensive? No, do not do that. Yeah, like she said, don't even offer. If a man respects you and values you and wants you, he's gonna fucking pay that bill. If he can't pay that bill, asked you to come on a date, he's requested you to come on a date with him, then it's up to him to pay. Yeah. Look, if it was the other way around and it was really weird and you asked him, then fine. Yeah. But like, that's really strange. Yeah. Don't ask a man to go on a date. But like, at the end of the day, you've done your hair, your makeup, your nails, and you put in the effort and you're looking beautiful.
Well, let her keep up that attitude and see where it ends up.
Dealers and members with tattoos with a big flick and a big and he eat like a vacuum.
I want a good man now.
Story of all of our lives. By the time you are old and have been through a lot, let's just say it will be too late.
What do you think the issue is with modern dating? I think girls think that they are too high valued when majority of relationships, the males provide the value. So essentially, threes are walking around like 10s. Threes are walking around with a 9 attitude when they should find their place. Like,
he's speaking nothing short of the truth here. Girls be like this all the time.
Of course we gold diggers. All we care about is money. Of course we gold diggers. If you don't make more than 8 figures, what do you make? Of course we gold diggers. If you're not wearing no ice, you don't look nice. Of course we gold diggers. I like designer, not Shein. Of course we're gold diggers. If you don't have a car, we not Lincoln. Of course we gold diggers. If you ain't spending no cash, you don't get none of this ass.
I'd be very interested to see what kind of gold they're digging up in these wacky outfits.
I'm just trying to tell you that
I told you I don't have
your purse is on top of your car.
Mind your own business.
Okay. Of course, the second she realizes she made a mistake, she turns it on him.
Women 101, because I'm sick and tired of watching you be so clueless. Number 1, the DM slide. You are not going to slide into her DMs unless it's with this message. What's your Venmo? 10 out of 10 response rate. You are going to wait until later that night or preferably early the next morning. Send her $20. It does not have to be a lot with the message reading, "Good morning, princess, coffee on me." You want her number? Ask for her Apple Pay. Once you get her address, randomly send her things. And I'm not saying to send her a Rolly or a Birkin. What you're going to do is make sure that she's home, get to know her schedule, start a conversation, ask her to send you a picture of her face because you miss it. When you know she's home and she's going to be home, you are going to send her lunch or dinner. Extra points if you do not live in the same state as her, because that shows so much effort that you actually research to find a good, healthy place that she likes and send her the best thing. And if you really like her, send her options. Observe her social media stories. Is she sick? Send her soup and pressed juice. Is she having a bad day? Send her $500 to cheer her up. Are her nails looking crusty? Men, those cost $300, not $50. If something good happens, send her flowers. I was out of town last year when I got a huge partnership. The man I was talking to found out what hotel I was staying at and sent me Nobu, which arrived 5 minutes after I checked in. If you really want to show husband material when you know she's out with her friends or her sister or her cousins, send her enough money to cover the entire bill for everyone. I had a man do that and he is still the favorite of my entire family. Now if you're at the end of this video and you're thinking, wow, this chick is shallow, I don't need to do all this, then good luck to you. This is unfortunately the world that we live in. And also if you're broke, just say that.
It's just sad how until recently it used to be embarrassing to be labeled a gold digger, but modern day girls are straight up boasting about it.
If you want to go out, fine, we're no longer in a relationship. I'm not going to try to control the girl. No, you can't do that. It's never going to be an argument. In the same way that a lot of women, for example, have preferences over men who don't play video games. You ask a lot of women, they say, if my guy's playing a lot of video games, I have an issue with that. Or some girls might say, I don't want you to be paying for another girl's fans, or I don't want you to go to the club. So for me, I don't want my girl going to bars and clubs.
That's a boundary you'd set.
It's a boundary.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's not, it would never be a control thing.
Right.
If a girl was like, Brian, I'm going, I'm like, okay.
Peace. Yeah.
Like, we're just not right for each other. I can tell you guys why it's an issue for me as far as girls going to the club. Well, men and women flirt differently. So in my view, you're starting to get into cheating territory a little bit. Because as a guy, if you go to a nightclub or a bar, ain't nobody coming in to talk to you that night. Nobody's coming up to you. No chicks are hitting on you. You're just gonna sit at the bar alone with your drink, lonely. That's it. As a girl, if you go to a bar, club, or a party, guys are gonna come up and hit on you.
That's one thing that people have to realize. Setting boundaries is not being controlling at all, because if you don't like those boundaries, you can leave.
I saw this really cute guy at the grocery store the other day, so naturally I followed him to the checkout counter, and when he gave the cashier his credit card, I peeped it to see what his name was. And then I Googled him and found his social media profiles, and I was able to tell that he was single. So I went through his friends list and I found his mother's page. And then I looked through his mother's page and I saw that she was a member of this book club that's in my area. So I sent a request to join the book club. So I went to the book club meeting and I met his mom there, and we bonded over some books that we both liked, and she just thought I was so nice, and I brought it up randomly in conversation that I was single, and she let me know that she had a son that was single also that lived in the area, and maybe it would be cool for us to get together and chat sometime. So I gave her my number, which she gave to her son, and this morning he texted me and asked if I'd like to get together this weekend and do something. So I guess we're gonna go on a date. I'm really excited.
We all find love in different ways. Some of us are just a bit weirder than others.
What do you think the issue is with modern dating?
I think men are idiots. All of them.
Okay. So I would be one of those idiots too.
It's okay, not you, but most.
Well, you just said all men.
Just most, not all. I take back what I said.
Why are most men idiots?
They just don't listen, they don't care. They only think for themselves.
You don't think women do the same thing?
No, I don't. I think women care a lot more, and I think women invest their feelings and men don't.
Sounds like a her problem. Maybe she needs to look for men in other places.
3 types of women you should avoid dating. Girl number 1, I don't need no man, girl. If a woman feels like she doesn't need a man, she feels like men are like despicable to her, stay away from her. She's too angry, she's too bitter, she will never be happy around you, she will never give you her full self. Number 2, the party girl. She needs to be at every club, every show, every event. She's not gonna just let that go when you make her your girlfriend. And number 3, it's everybody else's fault, girl. This girl does not take no accountability for her actions. She can never apologize. Everything that goes wrong in her life, it's somebody else's fault. Guess what's gonna happen when you date her? It's always gonna be your fault.
The scary thing is, there are a lot of women who are just like this. It takes time to find the right one.
If a man can't spend $75 or $100 on a first date, he just shouldn't be dating. If a man wants to take you on a walk or go for coffee on the first date, say no thanks and move on. If you're a woman and you're not yet 20 or you're in your early 20s right now, you are setting the dating standard. Do you think the guy that spends $4 on you for the first date for a coffee or for a cookie is going to be an overflowing fountain of effort and enthusiasm for you moving forward? A friend of mine was all excited because this guy took her to Crumble Cookie. She's this super sweet 19-year-old girl. And she was so excited, and I didn't want to like crush her heart about it. But I was like, yeah, that's nice, but I'm literally not impressed. He bought you a $4 cookie. Jesse, she's young, blah, blah, blah. They're young. They're only 19. I do not care. I remember once in my early 20s, this guy, for our first date, he was like, we're going to go for a walk and then we're going to go get coffee. And I remembered thinking, oh, that's cute. Like, he wants to be outside and, you know, we won't have drinks and whatever. Look back on that now and I'm like, barf. That's such a low effort cop-out. Cool, you want to go for a walk and then get coffee and then get a meal? Dude can't even spend $5 on you? And what do women commonly do to get ready for a first date, especially? New outfit, nails done, hair done, maybe buy some new makeup or perfume or jewelry. Jesse, it's not about the money. On the first few dates it is. On every date moving forward it is. When I was in my mid-20s, I think I was 25, a guy wanted to take me to the dog park for our first date because we both had dogs. I said, I'm not going to the dog park on our first date. And so he said, okay, well, what do you want to do? And in my head, I'm like, I'm already planning and we haven't even gone on the first date. So I said, you think about it and get back to me. And he never got back to me. Either he didn't like me enough or he thought that taking me out to eat was too much money, was too much effort.
She starts off with talking about the money, which just shows her true character. She needs to exit the dating pool ASAP.
Men, I have another question for you.
And let's hear this one.
Why is it that we as women will send you a text explaining exactly why we're upset with you? Every little detail, making it clear as day. And then you will respond with, what do you mean?
Well, the major problem here is that one sent that through text message, as opposed to actually having an in-person conversation with the man explaining exactly what was wrong, so that then he could ask questions if there was need of clarification.
It seems to me that texting is not really a great medium to explain these issues.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Exactly what it sounds like. That's why it's best to have these conversations in person.
Because unless you literally cannot read, which might be the case, I never thought about that, maybe you can't read. But if you can read, there's no confusion.
Obviously there was, or else there wouldn't be any need to ask for clarification. Now would there be?
Like, nothing makes me want to throw my phone out the window more.
Ironically, the fact that one actually is asking these questions probably one makes a lot of people throw their phones out the window.
This is why I support just ghosting, because what do you mean? What do I mean? How do you not know what I mean? So yeah, explain yourselves. Like, can you guys not read? I just need to know, because if that's the case, that's a different story.
It's not that they can't read. It's just that all that time that one spent sending paragraphs of information to a guy explaining one's feelings would have been better spent with an in-person conversation.
Exactly. Stop trying to solve problems through the phone, because usually that's what causes the problem.
Pop your balloon if you ever went on a date with a man just for the food. Never did.
You know that Juice WRLD song, All Girls Are the Same? Yeah, this is what that song was referring to. Well, I think it's safe to say that that child is going to turn out just like her mother.
And Daniela, what made you want to come on Updating?
I am looking for my husband.
Looking into it, I thought this would be a great experience, and you never know, you might meet your future ex-wife, so here we go.
Oh, Trent. So Daniela, like, what do you think your red flags are?
Major red flags for myself. I don't know. I really am on every single social media under the sun. I like to post thirst traps.
With those red flags, she certainly will not be finding her future husband on this show.
There are just things in this world that I guess I was never meant to understand, and I'm okay with it because I just watched this clip. A woman was explaining how she makes the good guy wait. The guy that she sees potential in, she is going to make him wait because she doesn't want to come off as easy. Well, to a lot of guys, they're going to hear that and be like, okay, so why would I treat you right if you're going to make me wait longer than the people that you don't like? So you're telling me that the dude that you know doesn't like you and or doesn't put in the right amount of effort can get to the cookie jar faster than the guy that genuinely likes you. That, to us, doesn't make sense.
Stop waiting around and playing into the game. These women crave the attention they get when putting men up on a pedestal.
People don't even date anymore. They meet up, they have this nice little thing going on for a little bit, and then go back to being strangers. And it never really created anything.
Who hurt him? You can even hear the sadness in his voice. But the truth is, dating nowadays is exactly how we explained it.
Man is taking me out, he's paying for everything. Like, you asked me out, you wanted to see this. You gotta pay for it. That's it. Women don't pay for dates. That's just it on period. We should never pay for a date.
Let her think this all she wants, and wait until no men want her. Karma will get her good. She's acting like she married for love, but this makes me think she's in it for the money.
For that woman that asks, why don't men know how to take hints? Because hints is what gets you in a case. Trying to take a hint from a woman is thinking she wants you to talk to her. In reality, she telling you not to come talk to her. We not catching cases over taking hints no more. And this is the best part. If you can complain about men, then you can say the things that you like about men. If you can publicly bash a man, then you can publicly let him know that you are interested in him some way, shape, and form. You're an adult just like I'm an adult. Do I expect that man to take over that conversation once he understands that you're interested? Absolutely. I'm not sitting up there telling you to do all the work, but y'all must understand, y'all have scared men. Could you imagine a man going up to him actually having the right potential and or having the right motive behind talking to you, and then all of a sudden you do the absolute most and you talking about he harassing you when he was just trying to get to know you? That man will be traumatized for the rest of his life and never want to approach another girl ever again, because that's kind of what y'all have done in a way. Social media ain't help. Well, what are y'all gonna do?
Men don't take hints because we're not children. We understand that grown adults have the ability to use their words and not play games.
I only post photos for myself. I can't control what other people do.
Just because you look good doesn't mean somebody else is gonna like be mad about that. Like, it's not.
Okay.
That's not.
So it's
their
a true
problem.
statement.
Yeah,
it's true. Okay. What about you?
Yeah.
So true statement.
If you're confident and you want to post it, then like do it.
When we asked you, you disagreed. What did you say?
If it was like just for yourself, why couldn't you save it to your camera roll and look at it later?
Because like, if I look good, I want everyone to see how good I look. You want people to see how good you look.
Because not only are you a physical, yes, you're an attention.
So you're
Okay. If it was truly just for themselves, they would keep the photos to themselves and not the entire world.
Did this guy make the right move? What are your thoughts? Shout out to the city boys here for this post. Woman stuck with $3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. So you're going on a blind date with a girl. She shows up with 23 family members, runs a bill of $3,100 up. What are you doing? Did this guy make the right play by ejecting and leaving them with the bill? Me personally, 100% think he made the right move. That's crazy to bring 23. This is crazy. Where are these women getting these ideas from? It's just mind-boggling, but let us know your thoughts.
Did she think he would have paid for her entire family? What kind of woman does she think she is?
Would you say is are necessary for girls?
Absolutely.
Why?
Everybody goes through at least one during college.
They're fun sometimes.
Yeah, they can be friends sometimes.
Only for some people, though. It depends on the person.
You're trying to find yourself.
A good girl will never go through this phase. Even when the opportunity 36 bodies at 19, she's already got more than some cemeteries have.
I'm done with dating. I'm done with getting ghosted. I'm done with people bailing on me at the last minute. I'm done with first date conversations. Hello, how are you? How was your week? How is work? How is your family? How is your dog? What's your dog's name? What's your cat's name? I'm over it. Honestly.
Someone needs to tell this guy that he's not gonna find anyone on TikTok. Maybe he'll just have to figure it out himself.
Who you choose to be your life partner is a big reflection of your wisdom. In our society today, you'll find many people find themselves exiting relationships deeply scarred, emotionally traumatized, dealing with trust issues, and having an overwhelming sense of despair when it comes to finding love. If you find yourself always ignoring red flags or experiencing consistent disappointment when it comes to your romance life, I would strongly suggest you stop dating people and start courting them instead.
Finding love should take time, because when you find the right one, nothing can stop that love.
Why is dating so hard?
Because guys, guys, dating's hard because women just don't know how to date these days. And that's true.
Okay, so what can women do better?
I'm kidding, that was a joke.
So why is dating hard?
Dating is hard because I think we have too many options these days.
And that's true.
I think he wants to be on the show. Oh, you want some good content. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you something that I don't really understand is why guys on dating apps use photos that are 7 years old.
The same reason I'd say a woman use photos of them weighing less.
Wearing less?
Weighing less.
Weighing less. Got it. So are there a lot of women you're meeting in real life off the apps that are weighing more than what they look like in their photos?
Essentially, sometimes, yeah.
Yo, that's...
Imagine complaining about having too many choices. That's sounding like something a spoiled rich kid would say.
How do you pick the guys that you want to date?
I don't need a man. Why not date a guy? What's going on there? Or anybody?
Because I can do what a guy can do.
But what about kids and family?
I can adopt.
Do you think it's better for a kid to be raised with one parent or two?
I think it's better for two because I didn't get to experience having two parents. So then why put your kid through only having one parent then? I don't know.
Let her live her life all alone. One day she will definitely regret it.
Here's the bill.
Are you gonna pay for the bill?
No, sorry.
Do you want to do 50-50?
No, I don't think so.
Why not? Men these days.
The joke is, he doesn't even know her, and she wants him to pay the bill?
Ryan Gosling being attractive is Hollywood propaganda. The man is just
So here is Ryan Gosling. And here is what we just witnessed. We just saw Cece can go right about there. And then in Cece's mind, Ryan Gosling with half of the male.
Don't worry, miss. Ryan Gosling is way out of your league anyways. You guys have made it to the end. Like and subscribe to prove you're an alpha. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch another one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.